Two students who attend Bwaila Secondary School in Lilongwe, Malawi, were recently selected to participate in the Pan-African Youth Leadership Program. They will soon be traveling to the United States for a 3-week experience. Let's meet them and hear about the expectations of America and Americans.
Hi, I'm Tewal Gondwe and I live in Lilongwe, Area 55. I learn at Bwaila Secondary School and I'm in my final year as F4 student.
Hello, my name is Preston Nyirende. I am a Malawian and I'm about to go to the United States of America about the PAYLP program.
I'm most excited to also get to see my host family. I'm very excited to see them. I hope they are very nice people and they'll tolerate my hyperness.
I will have time to leave the continent of Africa and then go to another continent which is far away from this country.
I'm really looking forward to seeing skyscrapers because I heard the US is the place for them. So I'm really hoping to move from out of my comfort zone. So I think it'll be like a new adventure for me.
Okay, I am excited to try to eat pizza and other food which are strange to me.
A day in America will be like wake up, have waffles for breakfast with whipped cream, and
In the evening would be like having the entire family gathered and then watching movies and the like.
so that Americans and Malawians both look to advance. We're similar in ways that we all value family, we all visit each other's, we all celebrate the same holidays somehow.
Americans are different from Malawians in that Americans are well developed and they also have, most of them have riches, have wealth. But in Malawi, we have a few people who are educated. Most of the people in the villages are not educated. So there is
Most families in Malawi are extended. I'll say my family is extended. I live with my grandma in the same house, my mom, my dad, and they have relatives staying over most of the time. So I don't think American families will have that. And how it different is Malawians are more into the now, not the later. Our Americans think ahead. They have more sport, like they're more into the school sporting activities than we are here. They're more into it, and also they're more into the musical part of the school than us.
I expect America to be a place where hygiene is strictly observed.
I want to see a pet store. Let me just say so. I want to the pet store and get to see the animals there. And I want to go to the park and see if it's actually true that there are actually those geese.
In most American malls which I have seen, uh, I have seen people, especially couples, who kiss one another in the public. This is like abnormal here in Malawi, and I wonder if it really happens there.
Hi everyone. So this is part two on our journey to the PAYLP program. So we're gonna talk about like our experience on our journey to America, United States.
First, we arrived at Arana, and then we spent 4 days, and from there we went to Denver, and we spent there 2 weeks. Now,
So the most exciting things I experienced was in the US was visiting the Red Rocks Amphitheater, which was so pretty, though it was a hike getting up there. But the other exciting thing was we went on the Ferris wheel and then had ice cones after that, which was very nice.
I had to watch a Nuggets game, and then it was really exciting. So in Denver, we were introduced to host families. They were my host families were so cool. So they have 3 kids, but then I was with two of them. One of them was at school. He really likes playing basketball, and he told me how to play spike ball and tennis. And now I'm really good at tennis.
So in my host family, there was like 4 kids. Um, the firstborn Carter was a musician who wants to study medicine, and he got to teach me some how to make a beat on a song, and we did a song together. It was fun. They took me to Costco because that is the American shopping mall, and it was very nice seeing how big it was. And I had to try Costco pepperoni pizza. I got to go bowling at Bwaila where I bowled and I was in second place. And I also went to the mall, an actual mall, which was so big I couldn't actually I couldn't find my way to the food court. I couldn't.
In America, I had to say dogs, which are kind of big and have more fat than those than the local Malawian dogs here. And I had to make friends with some of them. Their names were Terry and Oscar. I really miss them.
But
Oscar.
I did get to see geese. I got to see different types of dogs, which are not present in Malawi. I really wanted to taste waffles, and I got that chance when I was in Ananda. I had them for breakfast every morning I was there.
In America, I really saw the people kissing in public like couples, and then this was like something else because this is not mostly done in Malawi. I saw a certain couple at a certain place. They like hugged for more than 4 minutes. Then I was like, oh wow, what kind of hug is this? I really had a lot of fun in America. But then there were some little things which made me to be sad. Like for instance, I had to take a certain dish. It was called something like burritos. But then when I tried to taste it, I didn't want to finish it. And
Like how everyone in Denver likes Mexican food. It was so terrible. I didn't like that at all.
right, but then most of the food, like the sandwiches, were light for me. So I was like, oh wow, what is in my stomach?
And also how they ate a light lunch. We had sandwiches whenever uh, when we were out of workshops for lunch, we'd have sandwiches, which I tried, and it was so light, and I didn't like them at all. I miss Malian food.
The leadership classes were pretty good, and we have learned a lot of skills which are beneficial to us and also to our communities.
During this program, we had workshops and also some trips to places where we got to learn a lot of stuff.
We learned that goals should be smarty. When I say smarty, I mean goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time bound, inclusive, and equitable. Most of you have to be maybe familiar with SMART. Here in Malawi, we call them SMART goals. But there we add IE, meaning that goals have to be inclusive and also equitable, fair to all people.
They also taught us how to incorporate it, like people of different cultures, since Malawi is diverse, and learn how to how we work well with people of different cultures. Also, people who have like different beliefs and sexual identities. It was very nice to actually get to know different, like how American schools incorporate different sexual identities to learn in one place, because it's rare to find that kind of uh, inclusiveness in Malawi. So during this program, we had to come up with an action plan, and the action plan name was
Soil and water pollution reduction. So, the reason we chose this project is because in Malawi there is poor hygiene and people dispose the waste in many places. For it, we decided to formulate a group based on reducing soil and water pollution in this country. The group will be including students and other community members and also
Malawians don't actually trust ideas made by children. So we actually thought this was the biggest problem, but we thought we could deal with it by actually just reminding ourselves of our goal and why we're doing it, and never giving up. So our project's vision was that we grow a group. Like when we start the group, we're gonna grow it so that it reaches all parts of Malawi, and that we would reduce pollution in our country.
Malawi has to know that it has to uh, expect more from itself and less from others. That is, Malawians should not just depend on donors and other things from other countries, but rather it should do it by itself so that it can have more things. And another thing I have also noticed is that nothing changes when nothing changes. In Malawi, we are having a lot of problems, but then people just keep watching, like they're getting used to these problems. Nothing is changing. So the question comes, who is gonna do the change? We are the ones who have to do it. The youth, the adults, and all people. We have to be inclusive in making this. So we don't have to just stay still, but then we have to keep moving, changing things so that we change this country and make.
I would actually want to see more Mayan faces in the program, because it is a very nice program which helps you realize what you want in life and what you want to get out of it.